And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Cameron Woolley Show. With me is Ming Chen.
What's up, everybody?
And I am Cameron Woolley.
Welcome back.
Evidently, school's out. No, I'm back here.
Wow. It was earlier. I thought you were out until June, but this is a welcome surprise. I woke up. It was like, I'm back. All right. Okay. All right. Let's go then.
Hell yeah, man.
Let's go. We got sports to talk about. And you came right on time. Yankee day game against the Mariners, 4:10 p.m. Here we go. Live from T-Mobile Park.
This team just confuses the hell out of me.
How so?
It's like...
First of all,
okay,
you're in first place, so let's not complain too much. But
I know we're in first place. Things are going the way that they're supposed to be going.
Okay.
The strange thing, I'm not having as much conniptions about this team as I used to.
You should be.
Like, I guess because I've sort of grown numb to it. It's like, oh yeah, of course they did that.
There are a lot of things out of your control, though. Out of their control, really.
Like, I am a little. Like, it might be because I've grown like a little apathetic to the late game collapses.
Sure.
Oh my God, Grish. God
Rob.
damn it.
Trent Grisham.
Oh
Rob.
my God, of course.
Rob.
God damn it. Dude, what the hell does... Okay, Julio Rodriguez just strikes me as one of those guys who always just gets up for games against the Yankees. Like, who just grew up hating... I don't know, maybe it's the Mariner uniform. I guess that makes me think of, like, Ken Griffey Jr.
Sure.
Dude, Trent Grisham, that's a guy who's been on fire. Again, like, there are so many people in this lineup who have
stepped up.
Done well.
They stepped up.
I think this lineup, top to bottom, at least for now... Oh, that was a clean home run robbery, too. Damn.
Time to jump. Can't argue with that.
Oh, boy, that's like the Mariners' play of the year right there. I mean, there are certain teams where it's like their series, like their home series against the Yankees is like their biggest series of the year. The Mariners are...
Yo, where's Jeffrey Mayer when you need him? Where's Jeffrey Mayer right now? He should have been over at T-Mobile Park in Seattle.
I think he's been excommunicated from every major league stadium.
Where's Zach Hampel when you need him? Robbing home runs.
Okay.
Where's Zach Hampel when you need him?
Screw Zach Hampel. That guy's an asshole. Plays like that, folks, are why you pull fly balls.
Yeah. Zach Hampel would have had that one. It would have been a home run at a Steinbrenner Field.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Yeah,
have to show the great. That's gonna be on like
it's a highlight reel. That's
gonna be on Sports Center top 10. That is the average defensive play against the Yankees.
That's a top play. Do they still do web gems on Baseball Tonight? I haven't watched Baseball Tonight in a while.
Dude, who the hell watches any
TV like
who the hell watches like
network TV?
Anymore, dude. Like,
I don't.
The last real good sports show that they had on TV, honestly, and we didn't appreciate it at the time, was Good Morning Football. Like back in 2016.
Yeah.
Because think of how many like stars were on that show, at least by TV standards.
Yeah.
You got on that lineup, you had Kay Adams.
Okay.
Who's the shit, in case you aren't aware. Like, she is just a superstar.
Amazing.
You had Kyle Brandt, who's the only one who's still there. He has the Angry Run segment. He's really developed. Nate Burleson, who's, I think he's some daytime host on CBS News or something. He kind of went the Strahan route. Although, granted, Michael Strahan's hosting Good Morning America.
Yes,
but
yeah, he went upwards.
But he has like every news anchor's dream.
He went upwards.
And you had Peter Schrager, who's an insider on ESPN now.
Yeah.
So that lineup was great, and it made for really good TV. But outside of that, I mean, you have like little bits and pieces. Like Rex Ryan on Get Up, that's entertaining.
Yeah.
Well, that's just because it's Rex Ryan.
It's Rex Ryan.
Like Rex Ryan talking about anything is entertaining me.
Aaron Judge with the base knock. Can we talk about this for a second? So with that base hit, before that base hit, Aaron Judge is hitting 410.
Of course he is.
410.
Like, I mean, I'm sorry, dude. I gotta see it in October.
Sure.
I'm sorry. I'm a cynical asshole about him. I don't care if he thing is, like, I know that batting average is going to be cut in half in the playoffs. And so, like, until further notice.
Okay, regular
and I know
season.
I've caught heat for this. I've caught plenty of heat.
But season's about what, a quarter over, a little over a quarter
Yes.
over right now. He's hitting
Yeah.
410 in an era where what's the league average, like 238 or something like that? Pretty low.
Nobody's hitting for average anymore.
No, except for Aaron Judge.
Although Judge isn't an average hitter, he just. I'm like, he's not one of those people who sells out for content. Oh, Belly? Oh, dude, is that gonna
Oh, Cody Bellinger.
get on his horse?
No. You don't want him to injure something. You want to. He's got a bad toe, man. His toe's still.
Don't bring up his toe.
if it's gonna
don't
rain
bring
out-
up his toe to me.
Well, here's a question:
God.
Can he sustain 400? Could he be the next Ted Williams? Why?
I mean,
Let's say-
I'm not in the regular season. I'm not putting anything past him.
Sure, but right now, like I wouldn't even pitch him. So take the
Yeah,
walk.
who the hell is pitching to him? Like,
Take the walk.
why?
Take the walk.
In any inning, why are you pitching to this guy, especially with runners on?
Yes.
Why are you pitching to Aaron Judge?
Yeah. So is there a chance maybe you could finish over at 400 or above? Is there a chance?
Obviously, there's a chance. I mean, he's doing a pretty good job of it right now. We're over a month and a half
Sure.
into this thing. I mean, I don't see why he couldn't.
Okay.
I mean, this is the best right-handed hitter, at least in the regular season, ever.
Okay.
I don't think.
Well,
there's-
I only bring this
I
up-
don't think there's a real debate anymore.
I like to bring this up because BetMGM has a line. You can bet.
Of course, BetMGM.
You can
also,
bet.
all these sports betting platforms. I am 21 years old.
Yes.
I'm the legal age. None of them are like verifying me for their apps.
What do you have to do to get ever? Because
No,
I
no.
didn't.
Yeah,
'cause
I put in full social security number.
Okay. Do you need a credit card? What
Hold
do you
on,
need?
I have bank account.
Okay.
I've got a social security number.
Okay.
I have a driver's license. Real ID. I know
Yes.
that's been a thing around here
Oh,
lately.
you got the real. I don't have the real ID.
Like,
okay,
I got the
congrats.
real IDs.
Cool.
And I send it in, and they're always like, "Me can't verify your location." Me. Now, sure, yes, they're saving me from a lifetime of degenerate.
Yeah, is this a good
sports betting.
idea? Is this?
I know it's
I
not
think
a-
this is the universe telling you something. Now I
know
won't
this
set
is
up.
the universe. Do
'cause-
you know how much money I would make off same game parlays betting against the Giants?
Okay, theoretically,
I would
theoretically a
make-
lot. Yes.
I would make money hand over fist. Now,
theoretically.
granted, maybe they saw my underdog receipts and they saw that I blew $100 on the Super Bowl, but that's neither here nor there.
Right.
Well, the Super Bowl, I just blew money on it because it's the gambling on it.
Right. Maybe this might be a good idea though that they're not verifying you. This is probably the.
Yeah, it is a
why
good
I haven't-
idea.
That's why I haven't signed up for any of this because I know I'll get addicted, and the next time you see me, I'm begging for money on the corner of Red Bank with a guitar and an
It's
open
the
guitar
same,
case.
Yeah, it's the same reason you haven't gotten into golf because you know
I know I
would-
get addicted.
like, you would
I know this.
you would put so much money into
Right.
like, in the clubs.
Yeah. Well, they put a line out. One guy bet $2,000 if Aaron Judge finishes 400 or over, he'll win $350,000. Not a bad. Not
What? It's how much?
he put down 2,000.
Put down 2,000.
Not bad.
Make 300 grand.
Yeah, 350. Yeah, it's not bad.
Make hold up. So 2,000.
Yeah. So maybe you can't put down 2,000, but you can put down 20. You
Math time.
can put down 20 on
Math
that.
time. 350,000 divided by 2,000.
Yeah.
That is 175 to 1 odds.
Yeah.
So if you put down $10, that
Yeah.
gives you
Yeah. What 17.5?
well, yeah, 1750. So
Not a bad. Not a bad.
Say
Not a
you-
bad bet.
say you put 50 down on it,
Yeah.
8750.
That will keep you going for a little bit. You can
But
buy,
yeah,
you can buy a
that-
pretty
that
sweet,
could-
sweet Razer laptop with that. Or,
That'll get me a state of the art gaming PC.
yeah, you can build another podcast studio with that.
Especially like, considering that my internal fan on my PC that I've had since 2019.
Yes.
The internal fan finally went out, so that now makes 2 gaming systems that I have, or pseudo gaming systems.
Right.
PC. It's a gaming PC. Like that now makes 2 systems that I have that I have needed to buy external fans for because the fans
you game
inside
too hard,
them
man.
blew
You're
out.
pushing that thing. You're gaming too hard.
I also don't turn them off nearly as often.
Oh
as I
well,
should,
okay.
so-
There's that.
And my PS5, I'm fairly certain, has an overheating problem too. So
It just
No,
turned-
that is not a mistake I'm going to make with the Switch 2 when I eventually
get one.
when I get my hands. I got a pre-order.
Okay, that's good.
I did get my
That's
hands
good.
on it somehow because I knew I was letting nothing stop me
No.
from getting to play Mario Kart World on day one.
Ooh,
That is
that's a must.
I said a million times, I have waited 11 years for a new Mario Kart. I am not waiting another day.
Has it been that long?
Yes.
Wow.
Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. I'm not counting 8 Deluxe, and I am
No.
not counting that
No.
bastardization of a mobile game.
No, it doesn't count. Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, Mario 8U dropped, I think, April 30th, 2014.
It's a good testament to the game, though, man. That said
Oh no,
that much longevity.
No,
And it's,
8 and
yeah.
8 Deluxe especially. I think
Great.
it is the most well-refined game in the franchise. Competitively speaking, take it from someone who knows. It is about as well fine-tuned and as clean as you can get in a Mario Kart game. It is
pretty well
crisp.
balanced, everything, yeah.
I wouldn't say well balanced, but it is. It's competitively friendly.
Yes.
If it was a Smash game, it would be Melee. Although Melee's competitively viable because it's broken. But
Yeah. So that's a huge testament. What improvements are we looking at? Have you got any inside
I
information?
mean, I don't have any
I haven't-
inside
okay, so I
information.
haven't really
I'm just
read
looking
anything.
at. I'm just taking it how I see it. I'm
Okay.
gonna wait until I play it myself. I mean, the tracks look big. It's a big game. It's grandiose. It's open world. It's trying a lot of different things, which
Okay.
I'm skeptical about. The one thing I am taking away from it is that it is not going to be competitively viable. For competitive play, that game is going to suck.
Okay.
Because you got the 24 players and the way the gameplay is and just the way it looks like it controls. Although, granted, the only gameplay footage we can find is from people who have never grabbed a controller in their life. Like, you know the footage at the demos
Yeah.
that you see? It's people driving in the walls, people using smart steering, just a terrible examples of what gameplay in that game is really going to look like,
Yeah.
at least from my perspective.
Right, but they got the first look, so what are you going to do?
Oh, yeah.
They got the first look.
Also, not for nothing, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom at 60 frames in
Oh,
HD.
okay.
That's not going to suck.
No, not at all. When? What's the release date?
June 5th.
Oh, it's coming up.
I ordered it from... I have a very specific story for how I got the pre-order.
Okay, please do tell.
I missed the first wave
Okay.
from all the platforms. Like, I blew that, so I figured, God damn it, I'm going to have to wait until July or I'm going to have to scalp it.
Right.
Which I would have been willing to do anyway. This was money. Like, it was money that I hadn't touched. Like,
I
it was sitting
know
in,
it's just painful when you could pay retail. If
Like, yeah. No, believe me, I know. But I feel like there would have been... Just given the recent history of console releases like the PS5 and how long it took the normal people to get their hands on that,
Yeah.
I feel like it would have been impossible to get my hands on one within 12 months of release.
Yeah.
So, anyways, here's my story.
Okay.
Nobody watches this anyway, but I got it was the night of Game 3 of Devil's Hurricanes.
Okay.
It was the double overtime game, the one game in that series that we won.
Yes.
Which we'll get to that team.
Oh,
later.
yeah.
But it was the game where Simone Nemeth scored the overtime winner.
Yeah, great goal.
I was running on the adrenaline from that game. It was around 1:45 in the morning. And I see a tweet that says, oh, Walmart's taking Switch 2 pre-orders. You just spam the pre-order button, you can get it in your cart, and then you can check out. Now I'm like, oh, shit. And I go in, and I'm on my laptop.
Hearts racing.
Granted, it is, mind you, almost 2 in the morning. I am
Right.
running off nothing
Sure.
but adrenaline and whatever garbage I ate for dinner that night.
Yeah. Still, you're one of the few people that are awake, so you got a good shot.
I was in.
East
And-
Coast, East Coast.
And I got it.
Okay.
I got the bundle with Mario Kart in it.
Okay.
It was $500. Am I proud of the fact that $500 just vanished like that? No.
Oh, you paid retail.
But this was $500 that I was willing to spend.
Sure. All right, so it's supposed to be shipped to you
Yeah, it's
June
supposed to
5th
be shipped to me
from
June 5th.
Walmart.com.
Yeah, from Walmart. the one thing I have bought from Walmart in the last, like, since I turned 10. I did set foot in one Walmart. It was
No shame. Walmart's got everything. They're open. They're open late.
I bought golf balls at Walmart
Yeah.
one time.
There's no shame. Like, Walmart's literally got everything. It's cheap too.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. Like,
Yeah. No, I don't fault you for supporting a faceless conglomerate, a greedy corporation.
Oh yeah,
they're all
dude.
greedy.
Dude, look around here. The whole thing is just a shrine to greedy corporations.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean,
you got the Kirby neon light over there, dude. Nintendo, you want to talk about greedy corporations?
Sure.
Ooh, don't get me started.
Well, I mean, you just gave them $500.
Yes, I know. I just gave them $500.
Just gave $500.
I know. I just gave them $500. and whenever I see YouTube videos complaining about like the Switch 2 TOS, where it's like, there's a thing that they put in where it's like, if you try to mod the Switch 2, Nintendo can just remotely brick your console. I don't know if you're familiar with that term, but it's basically
they disable it. Yeah.
They can just remotely brick your console.
Right.
And that's awful.
I mean, at least they told you up front.
That's awful for many reasons because, well, like, if you buy the console, you have every right to do whatever the hell you want with it.
Sure.
Dude, modding is, there's no problem.
Way of life, sure.
Dude, you know how many games that have come out that are the result of open source?
A lot of great games, yes.
Counter-Strike Source. I think there are plenty of games that have come out from, I mean, like, TF2. I think was a Source game.
Yeah, everyone gets put their own input. It's a very democratic system. It's the only way to improve. But I also get that they don't want to deal with it when people start modding them to hell.
Who cares? Who cares if somebody makes it? No real person cares about like weird mods that accentuate certain body parts in Super Smash Brothers.
It's like, all about control. Then they just want to control everything.
They just want control. They hate their community, and the thing is, we can't do anything about it because what are we going to do? Not play it?
Yeah, not get it? No, not stay up at 1:45 at Walmart.com. No, no, absolutely not. They got you.
Yeah,
they got everybody.
No, they got me. I am.
You're in.
I'm not happily saying it, but I am. I can admit
Rainbow Road has its grasp on you.
Rainbow Road. Ooh, dude,
Mr. Game & Watch owns you, dude.
Okay, Mr. Game & Watch. Don't get me started on Mr. Game & Watch. What that thing has done to the ultimate scene in Smash. Oh my god, dude, he is a. Hold up, let me look up the ultimate tier list.
Who knew a character from literally I think the early 70s even on that little flip open, the precursor to the DS, the Game & Watch.
Yeah.
Like who knew that would come back
my mom
50 years later?
Dude, like my parents.
Sure,
they're old as hell, dude. They had Game & Watches back then.
I didn't have one. I wasn't cool enough, but I played my friends. Yeah.
And they were like little mini games that were
Donkey Kong Jr., Donkey Kong,
okay,
man.
So the current ultimate tier list. Okay, Game & Watch is just outside. So S+ tier is, get ready for this.
Okay.
Steve, Minecraft.
No.
Steve. No. Right hand to God.
Okay.
Hand to God, dude. Steve is the best character in that game.
Okay, well,
then you have Sonic the Hedgehog, but for very lame reasons. He's a lame, campy character. And then the other one is Snake. I'm not gonna.
Okay, you can't.
Dude, Snake. That's Metal Gear.
Right.
Dude, Snake's cool.
Snake.
And then so that's the S+ tier. The S tier.
Okay.
Right at the top, Mr. Game & Watch.
Okay.
And then following that, Rob the Robot. So.
Okay.
So you remember?
I remember. Yes, I was. Yes, I'm that old. I am indeed.
I think it's like I don't know how deep you were into the NES.
Oh no, I was there when it was called the entertainment system. Yes.
The Famicom.
Yes, I remember that too from Japan. But yes. But Rob the Robot and
then after that you have like normal characters. You have Pyramithra from Xenoblade, Kazuya from Tekken.
Okay.
Then after that, you have Diddy Kong, Min Min,
I
Fox,
there's
Peach, and Daisy.
like a power ranking.
Oh yeah. Oh no. It's elaborate. It is very, very elaborate, dude. My dad texted me.
Yeah.
a little while ago. What in God's name is DJ LeMahieu doing?
back.
Batting anywhere but ninth?
Listen,
Anywhere but the bench? I mean, dude, he did some sort of sick...
He's back. Where's your no warm welcome back,
dude,
DJ LeMahieu?
He did some sort of sick, twisted... Full Metal Alchemist ritual.
Oh yeah, you think he cursed Oswaldo Cabrera?
Oswaldo Cabrera.
You think he cursed him?
He did some kind of sick ritual
To
to forcefully open up the roster spot for him coming back.
Well,
Also with the long pants. What's with the long pants?
Can he cast some magic to make him hit like he did in 2021?
Yeah,
2020?
dude. Yeah, I want... Dude, 2020 DJ LeMahieu was...
It was phenomenal,
like a top 5 hitter
I know what happened
on this team.
He run out of like magic beans or something. Like
no, he got paid.
Oh right,
that's what happened. He got
he
paid.
got the magic beans.
Like he got paid.
Got the magic beans.
He got paid and
the golden goose, and it's all over.
And they de-juiced the balls. That's what they did. What the hell is he not doing with a torpedo bat? I feel like he could use it.
He probably could use it. Yes.
Now watch this. Do like lazy ground ball to like.
I would love to make him just make contact.
No,
bat looking a little slow right now.
Oh my God.
Bat looking a little slow right now. So
of course he got Stream East.
Yeah, we're until we get sponsorship from MLB.com, we need nefarious sources to more games.
Yeah, we resort to different methods.
Yeah, that Oswaldo injury, gruesome.
That
gruesome,
hurt.
but
that
weird,
hurt.
really weird though.
It was a sack, like you were up 5 runs. I mean, it was just such a weird situation. Of course, dude, I hate these West Coast trips because the worst things happen on them.
Sure,
I hate it.
Always.
Like the in Sacramento, you got the A's, which boy, dude, that franchise, just in general, to their Vegas, it's trending toward Vegas falling through.
Could be worse. They could be the Rockies.
It could be the Rockies,
who I think have won 7 games so far. So fired their manager.
Tell you that's a team like their fans want them to relocate.
Where would they go?
I don't know, or just contract. Do like a reverse expansion draft.
No chance. That's just everybody gets.
No, dude.
We do like schoolyard. Schoolyard's like, all right, I'll take.
Yeah, the entire roster gets liquidated, but they still have their contracts. It's like, okay, first we take Brian McMahon, and that like Chris Bryant would get taken last because nobody wants his.
So we go through what, the 40-man or the 25-man? So
go through the 40-man roster.
Okay, so each team.
It would kind of be like a Rule 5 draft, but like it would be weird.
You do it by order of record. Like, all right, we'll take or you go in reverse order, but I mean, I would watch that.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I would watch that. That would be a good event.
And in terms of nefarious things that sports leagues have done, which I want to bring this up real quick. The NBA and that draft lottery with the Dallas Mavericks winning the winning the first overall pick. I don't think I've seen a more obvious example of a fix being in a league, which that makes me question the Luka Doncic trade.
Sure.
And how much of that was Nico Harrison being stupid, and how much of it was the NBA telling him, like, hey, dude, the Lakers, like, we need them to be relevant. Well, we'll take care of you. If you trade Luka Doncic to the Lakers, we will guarantee, when you miss the playoffs, we can guarantee that you will get the first overall pick and draft Cooper Flag.
Right. Do this for us now. We'll take care of you later.
Like, if you trade your current transcendent talent to the Lakers, a team that we need to be successful.
Yes.
Because LeBron's not
relevant.
He's
not LeBron.
He's not, like, sure, he's still pretty good, but he's not,
It's not LeBron. Yeah.
So, also, they need to account for a world after LeBron.
Right.
Because, he's 40.
Yes.
Although his cultists on TikTok will tell you all the time that he's 40. But like the Lakers, they need to be relevant, or at least according to
the Lakers,
NBA,
yes,
they need to be relevant, and they needed to trade. They needed somebody else there. And then it's like, okay, then you can just replace him with Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
Like, who... I didn't get to see enough of him play in college, but I know he's ridiculous.
So the draft was fixed. We're going back to freezing envelopes again.
Oh, yeah, the freezing envelopes. Oh, my God.
Which I believe, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I believe that wholeheartedly.
I say this as somebody who has an allegiance to the Knicks. I'm not like a diehard fan.
Sure.
Which I'm loving what's going on with them.
I saw that. Yes, if you check Cam Woolley's social media at Cam Woolley Show.
I love
Or
Jalen
at Cam
Brunson.
Woolley.
Dude.
You can check out all of Cameron's opinions on all fronts of sports.
I'm not as active on Twitter as I used to be.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but your clips are on Instagram and TikTok, so
oh, yeah.
they're great.
Yeah, well, that's the stuff that I do for sports.
Yeah. But the Knicks.
Dude, that is... The path is as open as can be. You got a series, you're leading the Celtics 3-1. Tatum's out. As gruesome, again, prayers up to him. Just an awful situation
of
there.
gruesome injuries going on right now. Not great. But I saw your commentary on Jalen Brunson.
Dude, I stand by that. I think he is the most clutch athlete to come into New York or the New York, New Jersey, this little area since Eli Manning. I believe that.
Wow, that's saying a lot.
No, because think about it. I mean, I guess the only one who really belongs in that argument too is Lundqvist, because he always say what you will about him, dude.
No, great goalie.
None of those losses were his fault.
No.
As much as we love to get on the Rangers.
Sure. But you can't blame him solely. No.
No, you can't blame Lundqvist for anything.
No.
In those years. But Jalen Brunson, what he is doing on his own, just every single time it gets late and close, I'm relieved. Like, if it's, say, like a 3-point game.
Yeah.
With 7 minutes left, I'm like, all right.
Okay.
Feeling pretty good.
We'll just wait.
It's I feel good because there's something that flips in his head that just turns him into the goddamn Terminator when it gets to that point in the game.
Yeah,
he is a monster.
He looks like he's playing NBA Jam, yeah.
No, he can't miss. ISO, contested 3-pointers, falling away, and he hits them.
Yeah.
There's nobody else I want with the ball in their hands, and nobody in the league now who I would rather have with the ball in their hands than Jalen Brunson in a tight situation. Do you put fate of humanity on the line? Give me Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson will save the world.
Dude,
and the NBA playoffs.
Dude, if it is say it's like that episode of Rick and Morty where it's like the show me what you got, guys, I'd take Jalen Brunson.
Right.
It's like, hey, we need one of your guys to hit a 3-pointer. It's like, okay, Jalen Brunson.
Give me your best.
To me.
Boom.
Yeah, give me Jalen Brunson.
I love it. Well, yes, I'd
rather have nobody else.
Saw your commentary, and I agree with you. He's, like I said, it's like he's on expert mode on NBA Jam in the fourth quarter. It's great.
I mean, or it's just like he hits a flow state. Or maybe it's like he has the force.
That's a better analogy.
Or it's like he has some sort of... He can see things more clearly than the other people out there.
All right.
That is just how great he is in those situations. And again, I have not seen it since Eli Manning. Like where you were late and close in a playoff game.
Just turns it on.
In the Super Bowl. I mean, it was like, okay, 2 minutes left. Nobody else on earth I'd rather have.
Yeah.
In a big game, in a big spot, give me that guy. Jalen Brunson, no other athlete in this town has invoked a feeling of that since Eli Manning.
Yeah. No, I love it. You've been watching all the playoffs?
No, I'm not watching all the playoffs.
Okay, just the Knicks
games.
Okay.
I've been keeping up here and there with hockey. I mean, the second round series, I mean, I'm locked into Florida and Toronto. That is a great series.
I mean, these whole playoffs have been great. I mean, Winnipeg, St. Louis, Game 7, double overtime. That was awesome.
That was great. I tuned into that one.
Yeah.
Our series and the less said the better. Although dude, it drives me nuts. It drives me nuts because, especially seeing how Carolina has just manhandled Washington, I can't help but think, like, if Jack were healthy and if
Dougie,
like if everybody were healthy and
Luke.
rolling, like if everyone were there and rolling, I think, dude, I can't help but think, and this is just my bias and fandom talking.
Yeah.
But I can't help but thinking we just had an express lane to the Eastern Conference Final just right there.
But you gotta get past the Hurricanes.
Obviously, you gotta get
historically,
past also, like, just saying, dude, that series, they put up a lot more of a fight than I thought they would. It was 5 games, but
just didn't want them to get swept.
Yeah, they didn't get swept, and we got the moment with Nemec. Hey, I'll take him developing like that.
Sure.
Again, we've seen it with young players before they come into their own in the playoffs.
Yep.
Remember when Kale McCarr came onto the scene?
Yeah.
That was how he introduced himself.
Yeah.
By going on a big playoff run. And especially for a guy like Nemec, who's kind of stuck in developmental quicksand.
Right. He needed a spark, some kind of spark.
Yeah, he needed some kind of boost.
Some kind of spark. And yeah, but I mean, I don't think anyone was expected to get out of that first run. This year I was happy to see them make it. Am I disappointed? Of course.
Yeah, like just to see them get back there on a semi-consistent basis.
Yeah.
Like I'm all over just the idea of them just getting back and holding themselves to the standard of making it to the playoffs.
Right.
That being the absolute bare minimum. Like the bare minimum to end all bare minimums is making it there. And I feel like this team, and granted there are a lot of questions that need to be asked. I mean, Tom Fitzgerald, I'm questioning him, you know, his pragmatism and his lack of proactivity kind of screwed this team a little. I mean, maybe you look at these guys. I mean, Jack Hughes, I love him as a player, but hey, dude, we're going on a few years of this with his shoulder. He's needed shoulder surgery 3 out of the last 4 years.
Right.
That's a trend.
Yes, missed extensive time almost every year.
It's like, I love him, but like, dude, although again, it does take guys time to really build themselves up physically for the game. I mean, Jesper Bratt, he was throwing the body this year.
Yeah.
I saw a side of Jesper Bratt that I never thought I'd see. And you know, he's like 26?
Yeah, prime.
And he's sort of coming to his own physically.
Yeah.
Again, dude, it takes so many. Like in hockey, very rarely do you see like teams when they're in the beginning of their window really cash in. I think the last time you really saw it was with Pittsburgh.
Right.
Like in 2009 when Sid won the cup when he was on like 21 or something. Jesus, my age.
I mean, it's Sidney Crosby though.
I mean, yeah. That is like when Crosby and Malkin were young and they won. But again, they took their lumps after.
Sure.
And then they got back and won those back-to-back cups in the mid-2010s. But think about the other teams. I mean, Florida, dude, Barkov was there for how long before winning?
Yeah.
Granted, that was a unique situation. But Barkov, Ekblad, those guys were there for a while before finally winning.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Colorado, dude. Nathan McKinnon was there for a little while.
Yep.
Tampa Bay. Do you want to talk about a team that had to shed a choker label? Jeez.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, Stamkos was drafted in 2008. They didn't win the cup until 2020.
Yeah, but they won it.
And so
grabbed a couple of them.
So you see all these teams and like the young cores. You see the guys who are there. They kind of have to take their lumps. No, sure. I mean, I guess the Blackhawks are another exception.
Yeah.
Where it's like you had Taves and Kane, but again, that was a dynasty.
Right.
But think about, I mean, the LA Kings, some of those guys had to wait around for a little while. And I'm just trying to think back. I mean, I guess with us, we didn't have to wait too long. Like in the 90s.
Oh, right.
Like that was the second year of our window.
Yeah.
But again, it takes these guys a long time to get acclimated and get themselves in a situation where they can go the distance and win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah. Now, on the other hand, we are sports fans. We don't want to wait. We have no patience for this.
We are incredibly
wait.
we are incredibly impatient, but like you gotta think about like in hockey, it is in some cases literally like pulling teeth. Like it is
In hockey, above all other sports, yes.
It is a very like it takes a while for teams to break through. Like the ones that are built like homegrown.
Yeah.
It takes a long time. And I think that's a situation we're looking at with the Devils. Sure, could they make a few moves this offseason that could vault them to cup contender status? Absolutely.
I think they're going to have to, right? I think there was a statement. It was like this.
First of all, I am throwing a bag and a half at Sam Bennett. He's a free agent, dude. They want to... It's clear the identity that they want to build. They want to build an identity of a team that can bruise and be rough and all that, which I don't agree with that much because the team that was built on speed and skill won 52 games and beat the Rangers in the playoff series.
Yep.
But again, that Ranger team like kind of sucked, but whatever.
But didn't get out of the second round against Carolina.
But that was a way better Carolina team, though. Like this, like people think this Canes team is really good because like they're gonna make it to the conference final,
right?
And they're, although I think they're rolling pretty well right now.
They are.
Personally, I think whoever wins the Toronto-Florida series is gonna make it to the final.
I agree. Which one's gonna be though?
You know me, I'm not putting anything on the Leafs.
I don't think anybody should.
Although, hey, dude, if it's any year, it's got to be this one.
Yeah, but hey, could have a Canadian team win the cup finally.
No, I don't want to see a Canadian team win the cup. I don't want to see that.
It could happen.
Although, imagine this series though, Dallas versus Carolina. I think Dallas is coming out of the West.
Very possible.
It's like you sort of figure out in the second round who's really going to make it out of this thing.
Sure.
I easily see Dallas making it out of the West. If it's Dallas, Carolina, dude, you already had the Mikko Rantanen revenge story on the Avalanche. Imagine the two in the same playoff run.
I thought Winnipeg caught some magic when that last second goal to tie it in Game 7 and then the overtime win.
Until you remember that they won the President's Trophy,
right?
And
that's always a curse.
They had to do that against the second wild card in their conference.
Yes, true. Good point.
Also, boy, imagine being a Blues fan during that series.
I don't want to. I've already experienced last-minute heartbreak in person.
You were there for...
Yes, Carolina Devils,
Shock at the Rock.
2009, yes.
Shock at the Rock.
I was there in a suite, waiting to go to round 2, and it didn't happen. It didn't happen. And Kevin had prepaid for the boxes for round 2 already.
Oh, my
so he cut
God.
So he didn't get all his money back.
Oh, no.
Thousands of dollars of chicken fingers and champagne that we didn't get to enjoy because Marty let in 2 very soft goals.
Oh, man, dude. UC Jokinen.
And was it Eric Stahl?
Yeah, and Eric Stahl. Dude, the Stahl brothers... Dude, when the hell are they just gonna... Well, Eric's retired.
Right.
Jordan still carved himself a very, very good role on the Hurricanes now.
Yeah. Yeah. But playoff hockey, man, it's been pretty good so far.
I mean, the Carolina-Washington series and the Edmonton-Vegas series, I mean, I'm I'm not crazy about those, but Florida,
No,
Toronto,
Florida, Toronto's a good.
I'm
is
locked into
great,
that one
yes.
because those are two teams that don't like each other. They're kind of rough. They go,
Yeah.
especially Florida. And you see all the reactions on Twitter during the game, just how Florida gets away with everything,
Yeah.
which they do. Now, I saw a TikTok where
defending champions, you get certain privileges.
no, even before they were defending champs.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a conspiracy because like with Colin Campbell and all that.
Yeah, I am pulling for the Leafs a little bit. I feel the heartache. I was up near Toronto last weekend, so yeah, I watched that game. I watched that game 3 up there at a sports restaurant. And
Wait,
yeah,
in
when
Toronto?
Toronto, Florida, yeah, when Florida scored that goal to win, yeah, it was they take it seriously up there, man. Everyone up there's got a jersey on. I like it. I like that level of fandom. No, they don't do that down here.
Yeah, if you go in some areas, you'll find some diehard Devils fans.
Yeah, but not like that.
You got to go to American Whiskey to find that, though, which is
Yeah,
literally like
literally across the street from the
across
Rock.
the street from the stadium.
Yeah,
Like that place was literally built to be a Devils bar.
Yes.
So
yeah, but hey, playoff hockey is great, man.
it's like you can't go to like Bar A.
No,
And for during a Devils playoff game and see it wall to
well, like
packed in
red jerseys and yeah, not happening. You might see like 1 or 2, but if you're lucky.
Oh yeah, dude, I was up in Westchester for our series, so I was the only Devils fan in the entire place.
Yeah. Although where was I? No, I was in Canada. Saw some Devils sweatshirts and a hat up there. So in Leafs country. So it's
How about it?
it's not a desert out there. I saw a couple. Mind you, they were Kevin Smith fans, so that might have something to do with it as well. So Kevin, spreading the love still.
Oh, of course, dude. Kevin Smith.
Yeah. Yeah, got it.
It's good that like Dogma's
It's back in come back in theaters for it's back.
It kind of got let out of the doghouse.
It did. So yeah, screening going on tonight in Atlantic Highlands.
Oh, dude, at the
Smod Castle. Yeah. I'm gonna go roll by for a second. Go say hello.
You gotta make an appearance. Comic book men.
Yeah, well, I'm in the movies, so.
Oh yeah. You were.
I'll stay for my scene. I'll get out of there. There I am again.
That is one of the funniest. Oh my god! Of course, that was an error. Ooh, is he hurt? I saw a tweet where it was like, kind of pushing for the 2-bag system.
Yes.
To
reduce
Major
injuries?
League Baseball. That's like the way they do it in college. Because like I called a few of the Iona games.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Like this past month
Yeah.
on the radio. Like that was fun.
Yeah.
Like they have the 2-bag system over there, and I can't help but think. I mean, was that supposed to be Ben Wright? Who was supposed to be there? Who was supposed to go to first? Okay, so
come on, a little collision.
So he ran into Ben, but again, like I don't know, that just made me think of it. It's like going with a 2-bag situation.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for safety.
That's just an awkward ground ball. I mean, I don't know who that was going to. Oh, dude, just communicate.
Yeah. Boom, little collision. He'll be fine. Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah, dude.
Rub some dirt
just
on it.
communicate.
All right, he's good.
Okay, that shouldn't be an error on DJ LeMahieu. I don't know.
No.
That should have. He did what he was supposed to do, and now Warren's gonna lose control, and because pitchers are. I don't care what anybody says, dude. Pitchers are definitely neurodivergent in some way, dude. They like when things are a certain way, and things are not the way he wants them to be.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. So speaking of baseball, big news yesterday. Pete Rose, Shoeless Joe Jackson.
God. Okay.
Any dead baseball player that was on the inactive list reinstated.
Okay, what the hell is the point of taking Shoeless Joe off the list?
he can be in the Hall of
What are you
Fame now.
gonna do? Yeah, obviously, no shit.
That's the only reason.
No shit.
I mean,
They should
there's-
let him into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Dude, that's Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Right. Yes. One of the greatest players to ever live.
Yeah, sure. I've seen the movie 8 Men Out.
Yes,
Yeah, the
they-
Say It Ain't So.
you know.
Like I've seen that. But, dude, it's Shoeless Joe. Also, the guys in the steroid era, they better be.
That's next. That's they're coming next.
Dude,
they have to die first though. They all have to die
dude,
first.
I swear to God.
They all have to die first. That's the only way they're getting in.
I swear to God, if I have to wait for Barry Bonds to die for him to get into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you might have to. It's looking that way. You have to die.
No, that is so spineless. That is so, especially with what they did with Pete Rose. Because how many commercials do you see for sports books?
Literally on the Reds Twitter, it's like, hey, 3-leg parlay, DraftKings.com, right on the Reds Twitter, on the MLB Twitter. Yes, it's absurd. It's so hypocritical that it's comical. But
and they're still banning Pete Rose. Like that is.
No, I agree.
And now I guarantee he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
No, as he should be.
He is going to be a Hall of Famer because he is the all-time hits leader. He's one of the greatest people to ever swing a baseball bat.
Right.
And he was amazing. He was great.
Yes.
Big Red Machine.
Yes.
He did everything that you could do as a baseball player.
He did.
And they've treated him so badly, and dude, he shouldn't have done what he did.
No.
Is he a bit of an asshole? Yes, but
sure.
Dude,
but
also with Shohei Ohtani, they definitely covered something up with him.
That remains to be seen. But if you look at everyone in the hall, they weren't all angels. They're Ty Cobb. Like, come on,
dude. Ty Cobb was a jerk.
Ty Cobb was a racist.
If you look at most ball players,
sure. That era,
a lot of them,
sure.
Although, I mean, if you go back, I mean, I guess in like the 20s, back when they would do the barnstorming.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The guys like Babe Ruth didn't really have.
No. You never heard any stories about him. I don't. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, a guy who was from the Northeast. Who grew up in like the early 1900s.
Sure.
Yeah, he's not exactly an ally.
No,
by modern standards, but by 1920 standards, sure. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're happy this happened because this came out of nowhere. By the way,
it
came out of nowhere.
Pisses me
I
off.
thought it was. I thought it was fake.
Me off. It pisses me off though because it shows that like they knew they were wrong, but they didn't have the guts to admit it while either of those guys were still alive.
Yeah. No, I agree. They're just being hard-headed. And as a result, Pete doesn't get to make his speech at Cooperstown. Pete didn't get his day in the sun.
Which he should have gotten to like before he died, and everyone knew this as he was getting old. Everyone knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
It was going to be he's going to die. And then he's gonna
get reinstated,
and
that's exactly what happened.
Like within a year of him dying, and then he is gonna be put into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
and they're gonna make it some kind of ceremony. Oh my God, dude! Imagine being his kids and his grandkids and being forced to fly out there to Cooperstown and take like
be the representative.
Like to take a week of their time,
right?
Like if his wife is still alive, imagine being like just someone who. Like your family member who was repeatedly screwed and then needing to go up there on national TV with a smile on your face
right,
and shake hands with the same people who kept him barred from entering that building for 50 years.
Yeah. I wholeheartedly agree with you, but better late than never. I don't know. Yes, I
know, but dude, if you're not going to let him in while he's alive, stick to your guns. Stick to your guns.
I'm wondering what prompted this.
Nothing.
Why now? Why yesterday?
I mean, sure, if you're going to reinstate Shoeless Joe, then like maybe because there's not as much controversy around him. Well, with him, it was more cut and dry. Like Shoeless Joe, like the Black Sox, he did. There's evidence behind him throwing that series.
Sure. But I mean,
Again,
on the other hand, there was no free agency back
They
then.
literally made a movie about it.
Yeah, these guys had to go back and had to go work day jobs in the off season. They weren't getting paid what players are paid now. So I don't blame them.
They lived in the same apartment complexes.
Yeah, so I don't really blame them. Like, hey, we have an opportunity for you to make
more money than Charles Comiskey has ever paid you.
Yes, exactly.
Great.
And I'm sure they were pissed off. They had their reasons. Maybe greed was one of them. Maybe revenge was another. I don't know, but what was what they did wrong? Yeah, but you can't fault them 100%.
Yeah, you can.
Right. And if we're going Hall of Fame, should be based purely on stats. Joe Jackson's stats are pretty astronomical. So yes.
Yeah, he was a great player, and again, like, if you're gonna do it for a few guys, you gotta do it for everyone else.
I think the steroid.
I mean, it's like also think about the steroids, dude. Like, they let David Ortiz in. He has pretty credible allegations.
Sure.
But again, they all sweep it under the rug. Well, because it's David Ortiz. But like, also it didn't generate as much headlines as, say, Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa, who were in the home run race.
Manny,
it didn't generate as much as Barry Bonds, who literally became the greatest hitter ever while he was on steroids. You had A-Rod, who was a very vocal and outspoken and, quite frankly, an asshole on the asshole franchise.
Yeah.
So, of course, A-Rod became... Rob Manfred just wanted to make an example of him.
Sure.
In Biogenesis. His work in Biogenesis is basically what made him commissioner. Like, they just wanted somebody to make an example of, and A-Rod happened to be that guy.
Yeah. I think those guys are next. There may be a day where we see Jose Canseco making a Hall of Fame.
Jose Canseco. Hold on. Let me
look at his stats.
Let me look at Jose Canseco.
They're up there.
Let me look at Jose Canseco's.
He's in consideration. He's in consideration at least.
Jose Canseco.
He's got to be up there. Now, are there guys before him? Oh, yes, for sure.
Okay, only a career 130 WRC plus.
Okay. Still.
He hit, 462 home runs.
Come on.
That's pretty good. That's a bases clearing double for Julio Rodriguez.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was like, you got to pitch to him, but... or not. You walk him.
Two-run, though. No, the bases were loaded.
No, I still could walk him, though.
Dude,
take one run instead of two.
Yeah, this is Julio.
All right, didn't clear the bases.
Dude, Julio Rodriguez is definitely one of those people who gets up to play the Yankees. He is just one of those guys.
Yeah. And, 40-40 guy, Jose Canseco.
He did steal bases. No,
did?
40-40.
Yeah, well, he was one of the first 40-40 guys.
In Oakland.
Yeah, in Oakland. I
don't know if he was doing steroids back then. Also, 42 home runs in 1988. That's a hell of a lot more impressive than 40 home runs in 2025.
Sure. Oh, I mean, by far, but yes.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Wait, did he catch
He
that?
caught it.
Oh, damn.
Caught it. Mustache power.
This game's probably over because Grisham, Castillo, he's...
Mustache power. Yeah, lifetime batting average. RBIs. I think definitely up for consideration. Jose. I just bring up because he's also a raging jerk, but he did expose the steroid era, though.
Yeah.
He wrote that book.
Right.
He wrote Juiced. Blew the doors open.
You want to talk about a guy who wasn't hiding it?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, look at him.
And he outed everybody, too. It was great.
His arms just like...
Yeah. Yeah, definitely didn't hide it.
Like veins popping out of his biceps.
Big, thick neck, like thicker than...
Oh, my God, dude. His head swelling up.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
So those guys are rich. There were some guys who like shamelessly did. It's like A-Rod at least hit it well.
Yes.
A-Rod at least made it look natural.
Right. He didn't look like
But Barry Bonds, you could know.
I mean, you look at him when he started, he's like a string bean, and he turns into like the Incredible Hulk. Yes.
Yeah. It was very
No doubt.
obvious.
There's
like, oh boy, really hit
There's
the
no
weight room.
protein powder in the world that makes you that.
Maybe nowadays. I don't know. But like, I mean, dude, there's some like, I don't know, with creatine and protein powder, I mean, there's some, trend, although trends technically, I think if you take trend and you're a baseball player, that'll show up in the test.
Yeah, probably.
And they'll kill you.
Yeah.
Think about like the Sam Sulek, like the trend twins.
Yeah.
Like those guys. I don't know. I get hit with so much like gym bro influencer crap now because like I'm
been in the gym, man.
I mean, yeah,
look at this guy.
Like my arms right now that maybe it's the lighting. But like I when my arms get like I can get like a nasty arm pump.
Yeah.
When it's going, but
I love it.
like it's like I got wait.
There you go. Look at
A little
that
bit.
beefcake. Weight gain 9,000. Beefcake.
That was a good South Park episode.
Oh yeah.
Weight gain 4,000. That was a good one.
Yeah, I think the steroid guys are next. The door's been blown. Doors open.
Oh yeah.
Doors
definitely.
open. And
Dude, this Mariner pitching staff is so good. I mean, like
best staff in baseball, if I'm not mistaken.
Like, if this is
best staff in baseball.
Like Luis Castillo, I mean, Brian Wu, I mean, like, it's like, what the hell are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, I would not want to see these guys in a playoff series. This is not a good matchup.
I'm very envious of this pitching staff for sure. Especially
Dude, yeah, what
this
the hell?
year.
No, I know, I didn't want to bring it up.
Oh,
but,
you
like,
can bring it up. You can bring up what happened.
you're-
Underperforming offense. Young players not hitting, and they're banged. I mean, they have no rotation. Grayson Rodriguez injured. Zach Eflin injured. Yeah, they got
John Means.
John Means. Well,
still-
John Means is I think he's on the Tigers now, and he's injured over there.
Like, I don't know, like, is he still with us? Like,
Yeah. All right, he got his perfect game. Pitched a couple playoff series, but yeah.
oh yeah.
But Orioles are currently, I think, 10 games under and 8.5 back right now. Could be 9 if the Yankees win it today. So, yeah, not looking good. Not looking
I
good.
don't think the Yankees are winning this game because like Castillo's just and
He's
he
like
always
cruise control.
blanks us. Always.
He's
I
good
mean,
at that. Yeah, all I can do is hope this year that they don't come in last place. But hey, take the draft. Just tank
I
it.
guess.
Just tank it right now.
Yeah.
Quarter of the way.
Speaking of tanking,
Yes.
I've seen some dialogue, especially after the NBA draft lottery, about like, oh, the NFL should adopt it. It would be ratings gold.
Oh,
You
the
do
lottery?
not want to see. You do not want to see the NFL with the draft lottery.
No,
you
that'll
don't.
never happen.
No, because imagine it. No, the draft order this year, Tennessee and Cleveland would not be picking 1 and 2. You know for a fact. To be honest,
No.
I think the Giants might have gotten a bump. Well, no, it would have been. First, I think the Dallas Cowboys would have gotten the first overall
God.
pick because they would have done like Travis Hunter,
Right.
And then the number 2 pick honestly would have gone to the Giants, so they could have taken Cam Moore.
Sure.
But I love what the Giants did with the draft.
Yes, number 3, number 25. Your thoughts?
Like the Abdul Carter, I think he has gold jacket potential. That is, out of all the people in that draft, I thought he had the best shot at it. And I think he's a potential 10 sack guy.
Yeah, maybe more.
I think he has the potential to be the best player on that defense.
Yeah.
On a defense that is very quietly built up a very respectable unit,
Yeah.
especially on that front.
Right.
You got Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau off the bench. I mean, Chauncey Golston. I'm drafting Darius Alexander in the 3rd round. On top of having, I did mention Thibodeau, right? But
Yeah.
then you have also, Abdul Carter now. And he is also he kind of has like a Darth Vader persona. Like his sack celebration.
Yeah.
Oh my god, DJ? No, that's foul. Oh my
Just
god.
foul.
But like his sack celebration is a force choke. Which
Okay, I like it.
the No Fun League is gonna find a way
Yeah,
to
right.
find the crap out of him for that.
So it cost him a lot of credits.
Yeah, a lot of
A lot of Imperial credits
imperial credits.
will be levied on that fine. It's a good celebration, though.
Oh,
I like
very
it.
good celebration, John. I love it.
I like it. Now
Also Jackson
the
Dart.
awesomely
has
named Jackson Dart, pick 25.
Also, he has like an eye tattoo that he has said in interviews is inspired by Anakin Skywalker.
The whole NFL is inspired by the Force.
Although,
this.
no, this is what happens when
Okay.
you have a generation of children who grew up watching Revenge of the Sith and the Clone Wars.
Right.
You have a bunch of people say like, "Oh yeah, dude, my favorite Jedi is Ki-Adi Mundi."
Plo Koon.
I'd say, "Yeah, well, what you know about Kit Fisto?"
Yeah, I like Mara Jade. Like what?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
what?
yeah. What you know about Ayla Secura?
Right. Yeah, I love it. So you guys went from barely a quarterback to four.
having
You got four right now.
Four
You got
quarterbacks.
four
who
quarterbacks.
I guess can be also considered barely quarterbacks.
Russell
Russ,
Wilson,
Russ,
Jameis
I don't-
Winston.
Like Russ, I don't think he's gonna. Jameis, I thought would have been more fun.
Sure.
And then you have Jackson Dart, who's, I think he's sort of the safety valve for Brian Dable when the season inevitably. I was like, you look at the Giants' schedule; they're starting 1-7.
Okay, you've already determined this.
I've already determined that their
Wait, who are
record-
they beating?
They played the Saints
Okay.
at some point there. I think, hopefully, they can somehow beat the Saints. But I think Jackson Dart is going to be. He's going to be starting after the bye week, and Brian Dable and Joe Shane are going to bank their jobs on him showing something resembling.
All right. So you see him getting a start this year.
I see him starting the whole second half of the season.
Wow. Okay.
And I know like they want to avoid him being thrown into games as soon as possible. But again, when your job is on the line, you're not doing things pragmatically. You're not doing things the way they should be done.
And if you're lucky, they work out.
like, yeah.
If you're lucky, it works out.
Although the version of it working out for them is that he shows a little bit of promise. He plays a couple close games. Maybe he gets a win against the division rival.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're lucky, it works out. Like if you get Josh Allen, then it works out. But
I don't know. I think Dart has a lot of very good tools.
okay.
I mean, he throws a very good ball. He can hit receivers in stride. I'm sure that game against Florida that everybody likes to bring up for some reason. Yeah, there are some concerns there. There is a reason that he dropped to 25. If he was a quarterback who had day one starter written on him, he would have been drafted in like the top 10.
Right.
So we would have known this. I don't think he's like day one starter, but I think
No.
I think his upside he can be.
Doesn't need to be day one. Does
I
he?
think he can be solid
Okay.
in this league. I mean,
All right. You're feeling better than you did like a month ago.
yeah, I'm feeling better about our quarterback situation.
Okay.
Also, like you didn't this. I see people comparing this to drafting Daniel Jones, 6th overall in 2019.
Sure.
That there's a world of difference here. For starters, you drafted Daniel Jones like it's 6 and 25. That's a world of difference in value there on its own.
Right.
And sure, it's like, oh, you gave them 2 third-rounders. Dude, they're third-round picks. The downside of missing, like, the downside here is so small because also, another thing with drafting Daniel Jones 6th, you missed out on so many premier players. Sure, you fell into Dexter Lawrence later in that first round, but you missed out on guys like the defensive end, Josh Allen. Other people, boy, dude, that I can't name them off the top of my head, but we missed out on quite a few guys in that first round.
Yeah. I mean, well, in hindsight, yes.
Like in hindsight, we
Hindsight,
missed out.
yes.
No, even at the time, everyone hated the pick.
Right.
But also, this year, you got the premier player. You got Abdul Carter, who a lot of people think is the best player in the draft. And he only had to give up a couple of third-rounders to do it. Dart, he was drafted as a bit of a project, and that's what I think he's going to be. He's going to be a bit of a project. And I have no problem with that. As long as he develops right, I think he can do a good job. Because, again, a lot of, with quarterbacks, like his nature and nurture, it's mostly nurture with these guys.
Yeah.
Think about Jordan Love. That's a guy who sat for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Because Aaron Rodgers, they thought he was falling off, but then he
didn't.
then he started taking a bottle of Perks every day, and then
Hey, it worked.
Then he won 2 MVPs.
Smoking ayahuasca, and it worked.
Going in the mountain retreats.
Yeah.
In the
Sweat
Andes
lodges
or something.
like Vision Quest.
I mean,
it worked.
I do not know what dude, that guy is. Also, dude, how dumb are the Steelers gonna look if Aaron Rodgers decides to retire? Because I've got a funny story from draft night. So my sweet mate, big Steelers fan, and he thought Shedeur Sanders was the best quarterback in this draft. I can't get into Shedeur Sanders today. But Shedeur Sanders was he had him as the best quarterback in the draft.
Okay.
When the Steelers were drafting 21, he was like, "Oh my God, like I want him to draft Shedeur Sanders."
Yeah.
We were all in the living room. Now, of course, we were all locked in.
Right. And with the 21st pick of the
They
2025
drafted
draft.
Derek Harmon, who's a really good player.
Yeah.
Like Derek Harmon, a really good
Solid,
defensive
yeah.
tackle. But like hit the look on his face
When they didn't pick him.
when they didn't pick Shedeur Sanders was priceless. I got such a kick out of that.
Love to see it.
Oh my God.
You love to see it,
That
especially from a
was so
Steelers
funny.
fan.
Oh my God. He sat down on the floor, jaw dropped. I have a picture of it. Just of the look on his face, because it was priceless. We were all laughing, not because like we thought it was bad, but because it was what he didn't want to see happen.
I think
Meanwhile, there's a guy who laughed at me because like Saquon Barkley was Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
And
I think in 3 years he'll have wasted those tears.
I mean, it was it was funny though. Watching the draft, I love watching the draft. Like just getting together, like the first round. Also, like I watched days 2 and 3 solely to watch the Shedeur slide.
You just didn't get picked yet. Not yet.
And every single time we would be like, I'd be in the living room or somebody would be like, dude, he's still didn't get picked. And I was locked in. I was in the living room on the couch. I was like, I didn't have anything better to do.
Yeah.
But like,
that's what happens when you're making rap videos and TikToks instead of throw the ball. Just throw the ball away. But that's not that's not that's a Sanders way of life, man. His dad did it. If his dad had TikTok and Instagram, he would have been doing the same thing.
He was, dude. Thank God Deion Sanders didn't have social
God.
media. Oh my God.
I mean, he kind of was his own social media.
Dude, but he had a reason to.
He backed it up though.
He backed it up by being the greatest coverage corner to ever play the sport.
Right.
Shedeur Sanders is like a standard run-of-the-mill first-round quarterback.
Yeah.
Like nothing great. I think if he did the process properly, if he was just a normal dude, I think he would have gotten picked in the first round.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no doubt. But attention seekers, man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I saw this animation where it was like
just do your job.
I saw this animation. I can't find it for the life of me, but it was this animation where it's like Shedeur Sanders' combine interviews, and it was like a drawing of Brian Dable, and like it was one of those. It was kind of like Gridiron Heights, but not really Gridiron Heights, where it was basically just like Brian Dable was like, "Okay, what are you gonna do? You see the defense in a cover 3. What are you gonna say?" He said, "I'd be legendary." He sounded right out of his mind. Like the character in this animation sounded like high as hell.
Gotta love it. Well, we're what, May?
Yeah.
So
May 14th.
Not that close to training camp, preseason. It's coming.
We're in the doldrums of the NFL.
Okay.
Season. We're in.
You're just waiting.
We're in dire straits right now, my friend.
It's waiting. But again, you had half a quarterback, now you got 4. So there are options.
I guess. I mean, if you consider Tommy DeVito an option.
Listen, beggars can't be choosers, so.
I cook the meatball.
Yeah.
There's some good rice balls, though. There's some good-looking rice
Yeah,
balls.
good cutlets, man.
Those good
Good,
cutlets.
good chicken parm. They look really good.
Man, oh, dude. Oh, don't get me salivating for some chicken parm. Bro.
Yeah.
All the good thing is there's plenty of Italian places around here. We're in New Jersey.
Yeah, you're back, man.
Like we're in. Although there was also, again, I go to school in New York, so
Yeah,
there was also
yeah, good stuff everywhere.
not much of a shortage there either.
Stuff everywhere. I did kind of a Yankee thing this week. I was up at the Yogi Berra Museum in Little
Oh
Falls.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, you ran into Bob Costas. What was
Yeah,
that like?
so it was the Yogi Berra 100th birthday celebration. His birthday. I was
Oh,
born
yeah, that's right,
May
yeah.
12th, 1925. So he would have been 100 a couple days ago.
The 2025 minus 100.
Yeah, so they had a ceremony for him. I don't know if you've ever been up to that museum. It's awesome.
Oh no, I bet.
Montclair University poured a bunch of money into it. There's a whole baseball fields up there. So
So it's in New Jersey?
yeah, it's in Little Falls.
Really?
Yeah, it was whatever exit that is up by like Clifton and all that. What is it, exit 150 or something
Yeah, it's
up there?
real far away from here.
Yeah, one of our
my
other
exit, if I'm trying my best not to dox myself here, but my exit I think it's 105.
yeah, 109, 105. Yeah, but it was cool. They set up a whole ceremony. Bob Costas was the MC. Ran into Willie Randolph,
Oh, that's cool.
former Yankee. I ran into Tony Clark, former Yankee. So yeah,
Also the current head of the
the MLPA, I think,
yeah,
right?
the
Yeah.
Players Association.
Yeah, they look good. Look like they're in good shape. I totally forgot that I owned a Willie Randolph mitt in Little League. I still have it.
They're probably all like corroded.
No, it looks good. I kept it in shape. I rubbed oil on. I maintained it. I still use that thing every so
Your
often.
Little League mitt.
Yeah.
Of course your Little League mitt still fits you.
Of course.
Like
Yeah, I didn't grow that much from age 9, so unfortunately.
although age 9, if you didn't grow that much, you were probably big for a 9-year-old.
I was not big for a 9-year-old, so I'm not big for a 50-year-old either. So, yeah, really cool ceremony. That was cool to see some of the greats up there. And Yogi Berra, Yankee legend. How many rings did he win? I saw a picture with him with like a fistful of them.
Yeah, too many.
Did he have more than Tom Brady?
Yeah, I think he has
Okay.
more than Tom Brady. Dude, he played with Joe DiMaggio.
Did.
And he played with Mickey Mantle.
Yeah.
So that guy's career spanned 2
Like awesome.
generational outfielders.
Yeah.
Like it spanned. No, you had. I don't know. Best player. Joe DiMaggio played at the same time as Ted Williams, so not the best player of his generation, but pretty
Well,
goddamn
pretty
close.
man. Hey.
And then Mickey Mantle, he was the best player of
Oh,
his
yeah,
generation.
no doubt.
At least I think Mickey Mantle was the best player of his generation.
I think so. I think
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I don't know who was putting up numbers at the time.
Not like
Others
that,
like
but
Mickey
there were
Mantle. Yeah, nobody.
there's some. I mean, there's some damn good players during that era, but yeah.
I mean, do you want to think of me? I'm sure I could probably ask my dad. It's like, oh, who was around in the 50s? He'd be like, oh, yeah. I mean,
Hey, Harlem
Willie
Killebrew, yeah, Willie Mays,
Willie Mays.
yeah, Al
Dude, Mickey
Kaline.
Mantle. Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, plenty.
Mickey Mantle or Willie Mays.
I mean, there are arguments for both. I mean, you could do the was it like the baseball reference side by side and compare their wars and everything.
Although you have
in the
to,
end, they're both
you,
legends.
You
so.
have to consider
With defense too.
that.
Yes.
Well, defense. Also, you have to consider that Mickey Mantle played basically every year after his rookie year on a torn ACL and MCL.
Right.
He never got it repaired.
Yeah.
Because they did not have that at the time.
No.
He played every game on one knee
on
and
pain. Yes.
no. Imagine Mickey Mantle.
he self-medicated with alcohol. So
Yeah, dude. You want to wonder?
He was probably
It's
drunk
like people
half
had
the
some.
time.
It's like if you ever wonder why Mickey Mantle was a raging alcoholic.
Yeah,
Just,
it was a painkiller. It's the only painkiller we
It's
had.
the only-
There's
yeah,
no oxys back then, or right?
if you have enough, dude, you drink enough whiskey, you
Right.
feel nothing.
No, yeah. You could just get out there and hit the ball,
He
man.
was probably, dude. He
We
must,
probably hit half those home runs drunk, man. There
that's
should be an
another
award for that.
That's another impressive.
Which is not a
thing.
banned substance, by the way.
That's another impressive.
It's not a
thing,
banned
too.
substance.
He played Dude, he probably played every game of his career wasted.
You can be as drunk as Tony La Russa and still step on that field and play baseball. That is not as far as I know, not a banned
Dude,
substance.
think about the 86 Mets.
Oh, man, they feel like cocaine, man.
Lenny Dykstra.
They feel like cocaine.
In the outfield, Lenny
Yes.
Dykstra would be like...
He's taking bumps on the outfield, yes.
he would put it in his pocket, just like grab a little out. Dude, kept them locked in.
Look like Mount Everest in that clubhouse,
Dude,
man.
They never... Hey, just saying, dude, that keeps you sharp. Thank God nobody watches this, but like... Just saying, dude.
No, come on, Gooden, Strawberry, come on, man.
Yeah, dude,
they were fueled by that
Darryl
stuff,
Strawberry.
man. Hernandez, come on.
Keith Hernandez. Dude, everybody.
The kid, Gary Carter, like, come on, man. They're all...
Everyone. Although I think Gary Carter...
Bob Ojeda.
I think Gary Carter was the only one who...
Yeah, you think he was
sober.
like, nah, I'm good. I don't need that.
Or, I guess by comparison, dude, that whole team was coked out of their minds.
Right.
Like, I love talking about the because whenever people bring up the Aces, I'm like, yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah,
that was
fueled by cocaine, no doubt.
Dude, mid-'80s.
Oh, yeah.
New York City. Queens.
Yeah.
Queens,
Yeah.
mid-1980s.
Yeah,
you were in
bricks of that
Queens,
stuff.
And you had money. Anybody who was anybody in the mid-1980s in that town.
That's what you did.
What was doing good. That was it. Dude, it was... I think it was, like, considered rude. Like, to have guests in your house and not offer them, say, hey, we got
we got some lines. You want some lines?
Hey, dude. Like, no, they'd have, like, little, those little glass bowls that they have?
Yes.
That, like, the
Just
designer...
filled with that stuff.
No,
Yeah,
they'd
those
have
crystal bowls.
They'd bust out the fine china.
Yes. Just fill
and
those
just
things.
Dump a bunch.
Like it's powdered sugar, man.
Like, yeah, it's like, oh, hey, here's our... It was like an ashtray.
Yeah.
That was a nut. Dude, everybody.
Yeah.
How the...
But they fueled the '86 World Championship team, man. It was.
Also, you want to talk about other?
It was the 26 man.
Also, you want to talk about the other great New York athetes, dude. Lawrence Taylor.
Oh, dude, come on.
Jesus, I think part of the reason why that guy was so good was because there's a 60 Minutes interview where he was like, the lady asked him, it's like, in your book, like you said, you would be in the huddle and you'd think about smoking crack, and it would be like, well, it didn't affect my play in the only way where he could answer, like, course.
Yeah.
And of course that day, like, imagine being so good that you can do that with Bill Belichick as your defensive coordinator and Bill Parcells
as your head
coach, and still have them be like, yeah, dude, you got it.
Yeah.
Like, imagine being
like,
so
listen, we
good.
don't care what you do.
Imagine being so good at football where you can do that the night before a game, roll up to the stadium, like, drunk or high or hungover or however, impaired in some way, and still have them just be like, okay.
And play professional football.
I bet Bill Belichick just be like,
You're
okay,
good.
shoot up.
Yeah. You're good.
Okay, whatever. Okay.
See that guy sack.
Okay, we have a football
see that guy
game.
tackle him. Okay, done.
My girlfriend isn't even born yet.
Right. Yeah. Not for another 40 years. So we're good.
Oh my God, dude. I have more in common with that girl than he does.
Yeah, I think you're the same age. So yeah.
No. She's 28. I'm 20.
Right.
No.
Close
I
enough,
could bring
man.
up. I could say, hey, Super Mario 64, and she'd be like, oh. And then Bill Belichick, he'd be like,
GoldenEye, Star Fox 64,
What the hell is that?
Atari 2600.
Dude, Bill, he's too old for the Atari 2600.
Yeah, he is. But he's got the rings, man. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, he can
Bill
do
Belichick.
whatever he
He's
wants.
got the rings.
If you were in that, what would you do?
Yeah, I don't know why they're giving so much crap.
Dude,
He's got the rings, man.
If you were in a situation where you were an eligible bachelor,
Yeah,
you were old, and you had all the money and clout in the world, what else would you do?
Yeah, I don't blame him at all.
Like, what else would you do?
I don't blame him. Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I am going to get myself the sweetest bit of arm candy.
Yeah.
Just straight up.
Yeah.
For no reason. Just because I can.
Yes, and he did. Hats off to you, Bill. Hats off to you, Bill.
Oh man, dude, that is It's so funny.
You go get yourself a mountain of coke and a hot girlfriend, and like you live your life.
I don't think that Coke's not. I don't think it's as I say this. I do not do drugs.
No, yes.
I do not do.
I
drugs.
don't do drugs either, but I don't sleep. Like there's no way I'm doing cocaine. I'll never sleep again, man.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, I don't need it. Say no to drugs.
Yes,
Just say no.
No drugs.
Like Karen
Just
Williams
say
says,
no.
just say no.
Just say no. We're throwing
Yes.
it back. Speaking of the mid 1980s,
Yes.
just say no.
Right. This is your brain on drugs.
No, we're going back to. Although they kind of overdid it with weed back then.
Oh, they did.
They kind of overdid it.
Well, they lumped it in. They lumped it in. It was a gateway drug. It's a gateway drug.
Oh yeah, it's a gateway.
It's a gateway drug.
Oh my god, it's so funny. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, you're friends with Kevin Smith, dude. Jay and Silent Bob, dude.
Good
God
point.
knows.
Yes, two biggest on-screen weed dealers that ever lived. Yes.
You watch any Kevin Smith movie, everybody in that movie is. Like you say, that's why they have to film them in New Jersey because they all get the munchies.
Yes.
They
in front
have
of a
to. And they
convenience
have
store.
to eat all the good food. Honestly, dude, if you have the munchies, there's nowhere else on earth you'd rather be than in front of a convenience store.
And Rice Grounds into double play. Inning over.
All right, I'm about to run out of time. I'm
Okay.
on a parking meter.
Okay. All good.
So I don't know what the
Yeah, we're good.
This whole show.
We're
is
good.
just a
Welcome
yap
back,
sesh.
man.
This whole show is just a yap
Love it.
sesh.
I love it.
I saved the serious stuff for Sports Grid.
Yeah. Well, welcome back.
Yes, it's always fun.
Welcome back. Gonna be a hell of a summer.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be great. Oh, dude. No, I work from home. I got my pool. I got a little above ground pool. Dude,
got
I've
it
already gotten
made,
two
man.
summer. No, my mom talks about it all the time. It's like with everything included, it's like $400.
Yeah.
Got in total, got 2 summers out of that thing.
Yeah.
$200 a year for a pool
That's great.
in $25.
What'd you get on Amazon? Like.
I don't know where she got it, but it was. Dude, it's literally one of those vinyl lined,
Yeah.
like above ground pools with like the PVC tube. It's like, and I get mileage out of it.
I love it.
I'm gonna mount my old TV in the backyard.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be
Watch Yankee games out there. All right.
like no, although I'm working on a current project right now. I'm finally drilling a hole in my bedroom floor so I can hardwire my internet.
Oh man, about time, man.
I'm in the
night
middle.
And day, man.
I'm in the middle of drilling it, but
Nice.
I'm trying to hardwire. At
run
least
that
my,
ca- run
I'm,
that
try-
cable,
I'm
man.
trying to hardwire my PC.
Yeah, run
like
that-
just I have the 100-foot Ethernet cord just there.
I have one in the backseat of my car, man. If you need, I've had it for years. If you need, that's all it took.
No, nah.
That's all it took. Yeah, the old studio, man. We ran a wire all through the ceiling to the other. Remember we had the 2 studios.
Oh yeah.
I didn't want to pay for 2 boxes. I'm like, well, just run a 100-foot cable over. I'm pretty sure I breathed in asbestos.
Oh, you
and,
crawled into the ceiling.
I didn't. Well, I had to use a ladder, but I basically crawled in the ceiling to run that
my
thing. It was
God.
worth it though, man.
It's like what kids will do in high school
Yeah,
sometimes.
But no, hardwired both rooms, man. Hardwired now. So yes.
So you didn't have
The only way to go.
You didn't have one of those comical like falling. Through
No,
the-
I did put my foot through a ceiling once, but that was years ago, into a neighboring tenant's office. I did put my foot through. That was an accident, but yes, that did.
I put my foot. I put my
that did
foot through
happen.
my. I put my foot through my drywall because I got pissed off trying to put together my desk.
Oh, okay. It wasn't even.
It was so
wasn't
bad.
even a
Oh,
game.
God. No, it was my
it-
bare foot.
I know, but
It was
wasn't
my-
even like a. Wasn't even like Jabba Chamberlain like
If I was
blowing
playing
a
like no,
blowing a
if I
game or
was
something.
playing like no, I don't know if I told this story before, but it was during. I think it was
Okay.
during the 2021-22 season.
Okay.
The NHL. The Devils lost a shootout to the Ottawa Senators where we outshot them, I think, by a ratio of 3-1.
Okay.
I tried to, those little like Roku remotes?
Yes. Yeah. The little. Yeah.
Yeah, the little things. I had a
little,
Roku
little
TV
wheel
at
on
the
there.
time.
Yeah.
I got fed as we lost. I tried hitting my pillow.
Right.
Missed it. I hit my headboard. It busted one of the volume.
I remember. I
buttons.
think. Yeah. No, you told this story. I think. I
it
remember you
busted
telling this
one
story.
of the volume buttons.
Right.
It was a funny.
It's Roku remote, easily
Yeah.
replaceable.
Yeah. Also, like I have a new TV now, so
Yeah.
it's whatever.
Don't throw it at the TV. You're good.
Oh, but it was so funny though. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn it. Oh my god, dude. As I kept telling myself, like, I'm gonna patch up that drywall.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna at some point. That's not because again, it's not like I have like right now. It's not like I have like a job where I like go into an office.
just
I mean,
throw-
it's not like I have to.
Just throw some
either,
flex
so-
tape on it. You'll be good.
Nah, I gotta patch. I gotta get that. I gotta think about resale here.
Toothpaste.
Dude, you gotta think about resale,
Right.
dude. Because with Netflix
Oh yeah, man.
moving a dude into the fort,
Yeah, man. We're about to get rich, man.
dude. My mom is just thinking it's like dollar signs.
Yeah. So am I. I'm not.
That's what, dude.
I'm closer than you are.
oh,
Just a
dude,
little
so,
bit. Yeah, I'm a little closer than you are, man. We're
dude,
about to
imagine,
we're about to get paid, man.
dude, you can retire. You're gonna.
I don't know.
good.
Okay, I don't know if it's gonna be that much, but
You're.
but
I mean, it's gonna be.
it should
You can go down the.
should allow me to upgrade a little bit. I hope.
Go down somewhere nicer and cheaper,
Yeah.
and maybe go down like. I know somewhere like down south. I don't know.
Yeah, man. Buy a mansion down there. We'll see.
I mean,
Build
for,
my-
for the money that everyone's gonna get, everyone up here is gonna
Yeah.
get for their houses after Netflix,
Yeah.
dude. Everyone's good. You can't afford a mansion. down in,
Podcast
like-
studio in the house. Yeah, man.
Oh, dude,
multiple.
oh man,
Yeah. Or I love it.
I do it if I eventually get my hands on my own place, I'm gonna definitely have some kind
Oh yeah.
of like home
oh yeah.
office.
We'll build a studio for sure. Yeah, man.
That is the.
Gotta love
if
it.
I make it big, all right.
All right.
I don't want to get
Okay.
fined or
All right.
All right. So, anyways, from Ming Chen and HGA Universe Podcast Studio, I am Cameron Willie. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on everything. And as always, stay classy, New Jersey.